welcome to AFL round 18 here. Hello, it is Thursday. Big ins and outs to talk about, lots more in the show.
You going to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello, I'm Patrick Malone, and next to me is Philip.
Hi, how are we all?
Good.
That's Tilly. Tilly. Okay, what are we going to talk about? What's all the news this week?
Carmichael Hunt is switching codes in from NRL to AFL and International Rules cancelled for this year in Ireland.
And that's a bit of a disappointment. We went to the International Rules last year and you quite enjoyed it, didn't you, Patrick?
Yes.
And what do you think about an NRL player playing AFL? Do you think he'll do okay, or do you think he might struggle with the kicking?
He might struggle with some of it, and plus where they do hard tackling, we can only do soft. Yeah,
so that's one thing that he's going to have to watch. But I think his tackling is what people are getting excited about. We move on to the teams?
Yep.
Okay, so in the North versus Carlton game?
For North Melbourne, in Graham and Pratt and out Ben Ross and David Hale.
David Hale out, a bit of a shocker, that one.
Yeah.
Although his form hasn't been good in recent weeks. For Carlton, I'll do Carlton. Armfield, Jamison, O'Halpin, Robinson, Stevens and Walker are all the ins. Out, Chris Johnson with an injury, and Greg Bentley, Brad Fisher, Sean Grigg, Adam Hartlett and Chris Yaron all dropped. Wow. How many? 6 changes. That's quite a lot. That's not the first time they've done it this year. I think Nick Stevens coming back after a little while on the reserve. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's alright for the team.
Okay, so on to the Bulldogs versus Fremantle. Everett, Gilbert and Stack in, but big outs with Sean Higgins with a hamstring, Scotty Welsh with an ankle and Robert Murphy with a hamstring as well.
Robert Murphy is a big out for them.
Yeah, I think Higgins is as well. We saw him against the Hawks and he pretty much cut us to pieces, didn't he?
Yes.
For Fremantle, so that's the good news for him, is that they're only playing Fremantle. Headland, Main and Waters in. Peake, Ruffles, who was very unlucky, and Zach Clark all out injured. Well, Clark's omitted.
Ooh.
What do you think of the Dockers? Any chance?
Not really.
I didn't think so either. Geelong play Adelaide at Skilled Stadium for Geelong.
Johnson and Harley, and out for Matthew Scarlett, groin, and Harry Taylor, groin as well. What
do you think about those ins and outs?
Yeah, probably a bit bad.
Yeah, the Scarlett and Taylor would be a big loss, but getting Steve Johnson, I have a funny feeling he is the key to Geelong.
Yeah.
He makes that forward line work. Now Adelaide, who must think themselves a bit of a chance, Tyson Edwards back in, Brodie Martin out. Just the one change. What are you thinking of that?
Good.
And did you see the Birdman Burton's mark last week?
Not really.
Oh, okay, it was a ripper. We'll have to look at that later. Okay, on to the Swans and St Kilda.
Crouch.
Crouch.
I'm doing the Saints, I thought.
Okay, well I'll do this. I'll do the Swans. Out for this. In for the Swans is Crouch. Out for the Swans is Kristen Thornton. And for the Saints.
In for the Saints is
Kazitsky
and out Sam Gilbert.
This one's at the SCG, and there's been a lot of talk that St Kilda played a lot of games indoor this year. And how will they handle the outdoor conditions at the SCG, do you think?
I don't know. They are a good side, winning all of them. I reckon they can win.
This will definitely, if the Swans lose this one, that they are Gone.
Yes.
Gone.
And the Saints could still get into the grand final.
Well, they are a big chance for the grand final, I think.
And I think they're a big chance to win.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think the Hawks are still sneaky in there, aren't they? But we'll get onto that later. Collingwood.
No change.
No change. Take on the Brisbane Lions at the G on Saturday night. Should be a ripper.
Bradshaw and Selwood and Hale.
Hawksley
and Wally.
Rockcliffe. Out for them. Notting suspended. Collier, Hanley and Proud all injured.
And new Tom Forkiv.
Rockcliffe from the Murray Bushrangers. So this game will probably see maybe Presty up against either Bradshaw or Brown. bounced back last week on Feb, only giving up one after Buddy took him to the cleaners a little bit. How do you think he's going to go this week? Do you think who do you like in this one?
I think Sauer's going to be a good person.
Yeah, he's brother of Joel, so he should do all right. And who do you think is going to win this? It's a pretty important game to make up of the top 4 this year, you'd think.
I reckon it's Collingwood.
Collingwood, yeah, I like Collingwood as well. Melbourne versus Richmond, a game that could shape the priority pick race for Melbourne.
And lots of big talks this week that these two teams if none of them win the next few weeks, they're gone. Yeah,
that they might get the priority pick.
Yeah.
Melbourne especially.
Yes.
So in for Melbourne, Frawley, Spencer, Grimes, Jetta and Sylvia. Only the 2 outs at the moment, Jordan McKenzie and Liam Jarrah, the jumping jack. He's out.
Yeah,
bit disappointing.
Yeah, I reckon Melbourne with Liam Jarrah out with an ankle.
It's going to hurt
this game, and I reckon they're Gone.
Gone. Yeah, I think you're right. For Richmond,
Lance, Tuck, Moore, and
Coughlin.
Jared Sylvia, knee.
Sylvester, the cat. The cat's out.
Knee.
I thought I'd do a putty cat, but we didn't because he's out.
Yes.
So you think Richmond are good for that game?
And
the next one, the one that we'll probably sit down and watch on Sunday.
Yeah. Good game for this. The big game, which I reckon the Hawks will win.
Can we do the ins and outs for Port?
Port, yeah.
Okay, in for Port, Brogan, Hartlett, Logan, Salter and Thomas out. Brett Evert and Stephen Salopek both dropped. A bit of a shock, that one.
Yes.
For the Hawks?
And for the Hawks, Stokes, Tuck and Weiscross are in.
Do you think any of those guys will actually play though, or do you think they're going to be the emergencies?
I reckon Stokes could play.
Yeah, he might play. You think they need a bit of pace, maybe to pick up some of their pacey players?
Yeah, Stokes is my favourite person as well.
Yeah, along with Surioli, yes?
Yes.
Okay, on to the last game of the round. West Coast versus Essendon, another game that will shape the bottom of the 8.
Wilson, Davis and McKenzie and
McKinley
and
Stengline. Out for them.
Out is Ashley
Hansen and Mark Seavey.
Which is all just dropped, nothing else.
Yeah.
And you, Carl Wilson, South Fremantle rookie list.
Yeah, and for Essendon, Lonigan, Hocking, Neagle, Skipworth, Hooley, Jetta and Quinn. Out for them. Some big outs. Matthew Lloyd, Mark McVeigh, Alwyn Davey and Jason Winlick all injured. Some big outs there, but the word during the week is, and for the last couple of weeks, is that West Coast aren't even trying to win. They're going for the priority pick. So do you think that'll be enough for Essendon to get up, or do you think the West Coast might, over at Perth, put an end to all the speculation and come out with a win?
I reckon could be West Coast.
West Coast. I'm hoping for West Coast.
Especially with Alwyn Davey and Matthew Lloyd out.
Yeah, that's got to hurt their forward line. They've struggled up forward. Yeah. It could be a good one for Lucas this week. So, any other news? What did you think about Nathan Buckley and Mick Malthouse signings at Collingwood?
They were right, and to last week at the Jet. Let's go through to all last.
I don't think we'll go through the games this week, but that'll do us for tonight. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you again next week. Bye from me, and it's bye from
Patrick Malone.
Okay, see ya.